How will we define centrism? Centrist.org.uk says centrism is a political movement based on the concept that ideal laws can be derived from an examination of social contract theory, whereas Wikipedia says it's a political outlook or position which involves accepting or supporting a balance between a degree of social equality and a degree of social hierarchy. For social contract theory, see Jean-Jacques Rousseau, John Locke, John Stuart Mill, etc. Yeah, good philosophers. On this centrism.org.uk, which I'll link below, we have informative little sections on liberty, egalitarianism, efficiency, custody being getting a decent balance between the current generation and the needs of future generations in terms of the law. All of these values, goals, held up by sound principles as they are, all have their difficulties in terms of interpretation and practicality. I agree with a great deal of what I've been reading, but here's something that's been troubling me for years. Reading the tenets of centrism on this website brought back the memory of my previous objections. Obtaining laws that are natural and ideal, and turning lawmaking into a mathematical process. Yeah, this gives me concerns. To start with, I would say all law is natural in the sense that nature is all that exists. So to speak of natural law as if it were separate or in a category apart from divine or unnatural law, whatever, is quite wrong. Secondly, if by ideal one means perfection, then one cannot achieve ideals because legal perfection cannot be achieved. Lawmaking should be considered an art form, a complex one dealing with the complexities and contradictory nature of human beings and our cultures. One can surely achieve excellence in lawmaking, but never perfection. If by ideal one means high or noble, then yeah, we can have ideal laws in that sense. As for turning the law into a mathematical code, it simply has to be said that building a rule of law society, creating a balance of rights and responsibilities, achieving a balance of powers, this is all well and good. It's downright necessary, but it isn't a maths equation. I would say it's potentially very dangerous that allowing yourself to think that law can be reduced or perfected into only what is natural according to a narrowed concept of natural. Yeah, that in itself is a dangerous road to go down, surely. Have you ever heard the term radical centrism before? Maybe you have. It's a term I've heard employed by Liberal Democrats here in the UK. I guess many Lib Dems would see the party as occupying the middle ground in British politics, although some would put them firmly on the left. Yeah. The Centrist Party, UK, was founded over 6 years ago. They claim to be, according to their website, the UK's fastest growing political force, whose common goal is to make Britain great again. Yeah, courage and determination being the seeming party slogan. Link in the description. This party never really got too far off the ground, judging from the foreword on the site. Maybe they had a 5-year plan, but things didn't work out. They have a manifesto which can be downloaded and a list of key policies, some of which are now out of date considering last year's political earthquake here in Britain. They made an official statement, actually, the Centrist Party UK, in October 2012, basically saying this didn't work out, yada yada, yeah, so. Though I don't identify as a centrist, I can sympathise. I launched my own party about 6 months ago, and let's just say the train has yet to leave the station. Yeah. Couple of things though. I know I'm simply picking the bones here, really. What is centrism? According to the Centrist Party UK, quote, "Centrism allows free thought and debate without influence or bias of left or right-wing politics." Well, see, that opening line might have put potential supporters or well-wishers off. Because what that is simply propaganda. Everyone has a bias, and every politically minded person has a political bent, is influenced by ideas and values which can be placed on the right or the left of the political spectrum according to standard common fare definitions or ideas about the left and the right. Other contentious points include: centrism appeals to the vast majority of people in the UK, and centrism, its ideology, has no set down rules. Yeah, those are both bold claims. I would argue, or I would simply say, that there is such a thing as a centrist ideologue. I've met them before. And in the UK we have many loyal, lifelong Tories and many lifelong loyal Labour supporters. Yeah. In England, well, I'm in Wales, but England is a fairly right-wing country, historically. As far as Wales goes, more left-leaning on the whole here. Scotland and Northern Ireland have their own unique histories themselves, and as such, different political makeups. But, yeah, all that being said, as I look around, I don't see people calling for a grand centrist movement today to do away with the left versus right paradigm, whatever you want to call it. Tribalism appeals to the vast majority of folks in the UK, would have been a more accurate statement, I would suggest. Anyway, bye bye. Take care.